The fact of the matter is that Bitcoin looks ready for another epic move. With the confluence of indications I'm seeing in the chart right now, I think it's safe to say that the time is ticking. And when the time is ticking, you best believe Don Carbonaccio is looking to strike on potentially life-changing opportunity if it does in fact arise. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. What is going on, my friends? Today I'd like to discuss Bitcoin and why I believe right now we all must be preparing for another flush, heinous candle to hit this market. So as a full-time trader, I'd like to discuss with you my strategy, my game plan, and how I plan to crush this market right now in the immediate term. So without any further ado, you guys already know the deal. If you like these daily crypto videos and nightly live streams, smack that thumbs up button, click the subscribe, tick the little bell, and let's get this crypto. Moon the likes, ladies and gentlemen. Moon them up. All right, so we'll begin with our Bitcoin technical analysis. And of course, before we begin, this is not investment advice, this is not trading advice. These are only my own opinions, ideas, and observations on the market. Always do your own research and your own due diligence before investing or trading, as this market is extremely high risk, and I am not your financial advisor. I will never tell you what to do with your trades or investments. Being said, let's begin right here on the 4-hour time frame. It's clear to see that Bitcoin is still maintaining and holding support along my green box of support here. And just so we're all on the same page, my green box of support is roughly from 7750 all the way up to 7900. We've tested below this region, have flush broke back into it, and we've just been chopping around with volatile movements holding this level of support right now. So what we're seeing here, there is another pattern developing, but of course pattern trading, it's not confirmed until a confirmation presents itself, right? So we are seeing tentatively an inverse head and shoulders here on the 4-hour. The fact of the matter is, though, for me, is that we need to see this thing break, right? It needs to break this neckline here. And for me, the neckline really is going to be a break to new highs. And as we can see here, our prior high was 8,400, and the prior peak of our relative zone of confluence was right here at 8,500 back all the way in August 2018. So we have an 8,500 peak. Our prior peak here, which is now triple topped, 1, 2, and 3. For me, it's going to be a break of 8,500 that would confirm this pattern. Now, even if the pattern is confirmed, that doesn't mean it has to go bullish. Technical analysis and patterns are never perfect, but for me, this would be a confluence of bullish indications. One, we broke below support. It could have turned into resistance, but it didn't. It broke back above and formed more support and then broke a bullish pattern to the upside. Let's hypothetically say that that happens. The reason that I'm believing this move could be epic is because if we come back out here to the daily time frame, what we're seeing is that there's not so much historic resistance in this green range here, ranging from 8,400 all the way up to 9,000. So for me, right here, right now, what we're seeing is the potential that if this breaks, that this inverse head and shoulders does have the potential, in my opinion, to bring us up to the $9,000 region and maybe even potentially up towards 10,000. This would be an immense blue sky breakout of nearly 20% to the upside. And if this pattern does play out, that is my target range, ladies and gentlemen. I think it would move there fast. I think a lot of orders are going to trigger up above 8,500. That may send this on a rocket ship, something like the candle we saw down here to break us out of the bearish structure at 4,000, and potentially again like a candle we saw here to break us above that 6,000 resistance. I think that what we have to understand here is that there's going to be a lot of orders and speculation to the upside placed above the $8,500 level. And when you get a lot of these ghost orders in here, right? And by a ghost order, I mean you can't see it in the order book right now. It would just be a market buy to the upside. Once this resistance is broken, I'm speculating that we're going to see another bunch of ghost orders in here above 8,500 that really could rocket ship this up to 9 or 10K in a very, very fast fashion. That is just my personal speculation there. So if we are to break above and this pattern here, the inverse head and shoulders on the 4-hour time frame does in fact play out, I would believe that we could get up to 9,000 or 10,000 very, very quickly due to the fact that there's going to be a lot of people, in my opinion, looking to speculate to the upside. Once this prior high was taken out, our triple top is rendered invalid, the neckline of the inverse head and shoulders is confirmed to be broken, and we've taken out the prior high all the way back from August 2018. For me, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking at an epic move that could be booming to the upside. That is the bullish case. Now let's talk about the bearish case, because right now, this to me, the time is ticking in both directions because it's not so clear cut, right? Like I said, a lot of people I've seen this week are not understanding how patterns work, which is fine because for me, this is indicative that there's a lot of new traders back in the market, right? The price action has led a lot of new people back into the market, or people that have got burned from 2018 and have come back now and are interested in Bitcoin again. That is very, very good in my opinion. But what we have to understand is that these types of patterns are not valid until they are confirmed, right? And a confirmation of this pattern in particular, per classical technical analysis theory, is a break of the neckline, right? So speculating in here, right, even if it does work out for you, that doesn't mean that you played the pattern. That means that you gambled and got lucky, right? Because what could happen here, ladies and gentlemen, is that this pattern becomes invalidated, right? And by the pattern becoming invalidated, it would be a breakdown below here. And then you kind of have already invalidated it, right? And the fact is that if we do break down from here, in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, we may be due for some more downwards action. And the reason for this is because you have to look at this from both directions, right? Although we see the inverse head and shoulders, we cannot deny the fact that Bitcoin has been losing steam and bullish momentum up here around the $8,000 region. We've seen so many top outs here, and we've seen now on the 4-hour time frame an exhaustion in the volume. On the daily, the volume still looks good to me. We're still upswinging here in momentum. You could see that the red line here is the moving average of the volume. So we are still trending upwards, which is great to me. But the problem for me in particular here, and I want to show you why, okay? So if we look here at the volume, right, when we were capitulating there, right? And I use capitulation lightly, but it was a 20% move to the downside. Notice the volume here, right? You see this volume that moved us down 20%? Heinous, huge candle, the biggest 4-hour volume candle we've seen in this whole region here, right? So now I want you to pay attention to the retracement, right? We claimed this whole move back, and look at the volume here for that move, right? Look at the volume for the move up there compared to the volume on the way down. Next to nothing when you compare them. So the problem for me here is that it doesn't appear to me that there's as much buy pressure as it actually seems. And I want to go over to the daily now, and I want to pull up the RSI, because as we can see here, ladies and gentlemen, the RSI right now, this was our first attempt up at the 8,400 region. This was our second attempt. Look at that bearish divergence. It does not get any crazier than that. Ladies and gentlemen, these RSI points right here were roughly the same price point. Think about that. Roughly the same price point, yet a stark decline in the RSI. This is a classic bearish divergence on the 1-day time frame. Mix that in with the fact that we've triple topped on the 4-hour, that we're, tentatively looking to quadruple or 5 tops here on the daily. Sheesh. I think that this market definitely does have the potential to have a savage breakdown. And if we are to savagely break down, where may that be to? Well, if we take a look here, say our inverse head and shoulders gets negated, right? And don't think that that's not probable, right? We also had a tentative bearish head and shoulders right here that also was negated, right? You see how that works? If you speculated like a degenerate, not understanding how to trade patterns, and you just said, oh, Fibonacci, I see a head and shoulders, so I'm going to short. And you don't wait for the confirmation to take your short. You gambled, essentially. You got wrecked. Just the same as right now, many new traders will sit here and go, OMG, Fibonacci, it's an inverse head and shoulders. And if they wind up taking a position before a confirmation, yes, like I stated earlier, it can work out for you. But you have to understand that you got lucky. You didn't actually play the pattern correctly. You gambled and got lucky, because just like the regular head and shoulders was negated, we could see that this inverse head and shoulders gets negated as well, and we plunge deep down into the crypto abyss. That is certainly a possibility here. So if you are pattern trading, be sure to be watching for your confirmations. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, I'll never tell you what to do with your trades or investments. These are only my own observations and ideas on the market. I'm not your financial advisor, and I'll never tell you what to do with your trades or investments. I'm just simply pointing out here that right now, the decision for this trend is going to have to be made. We've been on an absolutely parabolic run, and the decision is going to be made here. Is Bitcoin going to continue this savage run to the upside, or is this where this is it? The party's over. Because I believe that this is it. We're either going to see that this run is going to continue in immaculate fashion, like I stated earlier, literally another moonshot very quickly, like the snap of a finger, ladies and gentlemen, to 9 or 10,000 with the ghost orders, market buying this thing up into the moon. Or we're going to see that this pattern doesn't play out. We lose support at 77.50, and then we're going to plunge to a Fibonacci retracement, which anywhere, in my opinion, will be from the 382 around 7,100, the 0.5 around 67.50, or potentially, ladies and gentlemen, all the way down to our golden Fibonacci down there in the low 6,000s around 62.50. I think that either direction, right? I hope you understand that when I'm saying an epic move, I'm literally telling you that I believe this is going to be a savage movement, right? Savage. And that this isn't going to be an area that we can just, put around in here anymore, right? We're running on fumes in this range, and that's why I'm saying that the clock is ticking, the time is ticking right now, because there's not going to be much more time, in my opinion, that Bitcoin is going to stay in this area. We're either going to get a savage rip to the upside or a savage plunge to the downside, right? Very, very soon. And the fact of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, that many are going to get caught like a deer in the headlights. Many are going to either, one, miss the move, or two, be on the wrong end of it and get wrecked. Right now, I'm monitoring these charts 24/7, ladies and gentlemen. I'm plotting my strategies, looking where I'm going to enter, where I'm going to exit, what are my targets. For you guys, I keep you all updated in VIP. My VIPs know I keep them up to date to the absolute second with all of my trades, strategies, etc. Right now, I'm looking to seize upon potentially life-changing opportunity when it arises. You guys see my case here for Bitcoin. We're going to get into the altcoins in just a second because the altcoin market is going crazy as well, and I want to dive into the altcoins here. But for Bitcoin, I hope you guys understand here, the move, in my opinion, is coming, and I'm looking to crush it when it does in fact occur. And I'm going to keep you updated with my trades and setups in real time, ladies and gentlemen, exclusively in VIP. I can only do these streams here once a day on YouTube, but in VIP, I post around the clock 24/7. Soon as I make my entry, soon as I plot my strategy, you get it in real time up to the exact second in VIP. So shout out to all my VIPs. I'll see you there and keep you updated as I look to crush this market. And shout out to all my new future VIPs that are going to be joining right now after this video. I'll see you in there. Let's get this crypto. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we move over to the altcoins, I'd like to look here at some Google Trends and the Crypto Fear and Greed Index, and then we'll get into the altcoin market. But if you are just tuning in now, don't forget to moon up the likes. Moon them up. Smash those thumbs, click the subscribe button, tick the little bell. Let's get this crypto. Satoshi needs a new pair of shoes. And also, ladies and gentlemen, I'm serious. If you are subscribed here, you need to tick the little bell because these videos are timely. Bitcoin is moving fast. And like I said, I can only update once a day here on YouTube. So it's best to get the notification when I post the video. And you get that by clicking the little bell icon next to the subscribe button. So click that if you haven't already, and let's get this crypto. Now, Bitcoin Google Trends data. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, was back in early April. This movement right here was when we had our first rip to the upside to bring us out of the bear market structure. We finally eclipsed that over here. Amazing. I mean, with the parabolic action we've seen, we've finally eclipsed what was the largest surge in search volume in a very long time. We've eclipsed it, but now we've drawn back here. We've gone back now to a relative 60, which is less again than what we saw back here. Now, this is also a little bit more of a bearish factor in my opinion, right? During the parabola, we saw that Bitcoin just kept surging higher high, higher high, higher high in terms of search volume here on Google Trends. And now that we're stalling out, putting in all of our double, triple, quadruple tops, seeing that the volume on this little rally to recover was not nearly anywhere as great as the volume on the way down. This to me is a little bit bearish, right? Just some extra sentiment to stir up in the pot there. And as well here, the crypto fear and greed index, it has gotten a little less greedy. We are back in the 60s now. And although, this is usually indicative of a potential drop to the downside, being overly greedy, we haven't seen that happen yet here. And for me, the fact of the matter is that we want to see this remain overly greedy because we are in an overly greedy parabolic trend right now. So the fact that the greed index has actually cooled off a little bit is also looking a little bit bearish to me, right? That's just my opinion there on both of these metrics. I love to add those in as well. But now let's move over to the altcoin market. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys know I'm playing the altcoin market aggressively right now. I've been showing you guys, I've been in XMR, Dash, Zcash, and I'm looking for more altcoins right now with spectacular setups and tremendous opportunity to the upside. I'm keeping you updated in VIP with those positions as well. I post all of my positions, entries, exits, targets, everything for the altcoins and Bitcoin. But for what we're seeing right here, this is the total crypto market cap excluding Bitcoin. So this is just the altcoins here. We're still holding above my tentative support box here. It was an old resistance box, but now after smashing through it and back testing, we are holding as new support. So what I actually want to do here, ladies and gentlemen, is switch this to green, because the fact of the matter is that if we're still able to hold right here and not drop back down into this box, definitely looking to me like we could see a bull flag rip all the way up into my next target area. And for me, that target area is a minimum of 28% from the top of this box to a maximum of nearly 47% to the top of the box. Savage, heinous, and a borderline inverse debacle, if you do in fact ask me. Because what we're seeing here is the potential that if Bitcoin finds its legs and rips one more leg to the upside to get those ghost market orders to fill and boom us with a savage super candle up to 9,000 or 10,000, ladies and gentlemen, grandma's cookies and a bottle of yo-ho-ho, I believe the altcoin market may be ready to explode here, an absolute explosion. And right now, I'm looking to dabble in these altcoins. You guys know I'm heavily looking right now into these coins because of the fact that not only do I see we could be in a bull flag here on the altcoin market cap with a lot of room to run to the upside, but also the Bitcoin dominance metric right now is still very high. In my opinion, we see that this has been the range that Bitcoin dominance has loved to stagnate in, and we're still so high from there right now, currently, over 11% to the bottom of my range. And the fact is that if we do in fact drop all the way down there, That, my friends, could be one of the most epic altcoin runs that we've seen in years. In my opinion, altcoin season is here, and Don Carbonaccio is looking to squeeze as much potential opportunity out of this as possible. We've waited for it, ladies and gentlemen. The time is here, and the time is now. If altcoin season is going to keep rallying, you best believe that I'm looking to play these altcoins like an absolute savage. And like I said, I will be keeping you all updated with every altcoin I enter, when I'm entering it, where I'm exiting, what my targets are, and what my overall strategy is concerning those positions. I post it all for you 24/7 in VIP. That is the best I can say for you, ladies and gentlemen, is because I cannot be here on stream every waking hour. But I am posting in VIP. I'm aggressive right now. Like I said, I've been in things like Dash, XMR. All of these coins are running exponentially right now. And the fact of the matter here is that we are seeing, if we go back to the total crypto market cap, excluding Bitcoin, altcoins only, if we flip on our moving averages here on the daily, we've golden crossed here as well. We've golden crossed the moving averages, right? Absolutely bullish. We've smashed through the resistance box that I have here. Absolutely bullish. And our Fibonacci's, the retracements, our 236 is above the resistance level. Absolutely bullish, in my opinion. The 0.382 is inside my green box of tentative support here. Absolutely bullish. And as a saving grace, we also now have the 0.5, which is at a key level at the bottom of the box here. And if, ladies and gentlemen, there is to be a drop down past my box here, although that would be tentatively bearish and not what I'm looking to see, the saving grace here is that currently, as it stands, our golden retracement 0.618 Fibonacci is currently above the golden cross, right? Right there, smack dab in the middle of the golden cross. So if we are to break down to that point, there is still hope here, as we would just be retracing into the cross and to our golden Fibonacci. Let's get this crypto. Ladies and gentlemen, the time is ticking here. Are you going to get caught like a deer in the headlights and take that trip to Rec City with Average Joe and James at the water cooler? Or are you about to crush this market? There's just an ultimatum here. It's either going to rip heinously in one candle to the upside or heinously to the downside in one candle. That is my ultimate opinion here. And I see it's coming sooner rather than later. The time is ticking. Like I said, I'm going to be posting in VIP around the clock, 24/7. I don't trade off time zones. I trade off the trend alerts here. I have my alarms set, ladies and gentlemen. When this trend is moving, so am I. Don Carbonaccio is looking to strike like a cobra out of the grass. I've waited for this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. I'm already seizing upon it now, and I'm looking to seize upon whatever comes this way in this market. The time is now. Are you ready to get this crypto? I hope you are. Being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you could one last time, moon up the likes, moon them up. Smash those thumbs, click the subscribe button, tick the little bell. Let's get this crypto. Satoshi needs a new pair of shoes. I'll see you all in VIP, all right? I'm going to keep you updated with my entries here on Bitcoin, short and long. Keep you updated with my altcoin positions, ladies and gentlemen. Are we going to see a pullback in potential spots to bag up some more alts? Are we going to see that Bitcoin dominance drop back down and altcoin season flourish? Exciting times in this market right now, with potentially tremendous opportunities still looming ahead. Guys, I'll see you in VIP right now. Shout out to all my new future VIPs joining right now after this video. I will see you there in VIP right now. And until next time, my friends, be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs.